Okay, so I'm making this video because I most likely will not live to the age of 40. About 5 or 6 years ago, I mixed 5-hydroxytryptophan, 5-HTP, a supplement which is the precursor to serotonin, with trazodone, my prescription medication antidepressant, but I didn't think of it as an antidepressant because it's not very effective for that. It's used primarily for insomnia. I took trazodone for sleep because I had a lot of issues with insomnia when I was younger, where I could not sleep, and um, I was hoping that I could take less trazodone by utilizing 5-HTP to help me sleep better and to also increase my serotonin levels to help with the depression I was currently struggling with. Um, Good news is I cured my depression and my anxiety. But in the course of trying out different supplements and experimenting without proper guidance from a functional or integrated medical doctor, I gave myself a form of heart disease that is only getting worse over time. I can't do what I did 5 years ago. I mean, 5 years ago, I could run a mile and only have mild chest pains. If I ran a mile now, I'd probably end up in the ER. I can walk. I can lift weights if I only do 1 or 2 reps with the weight. That way, not overly using the cardiovascular system. If I just do 1 rep of my max bench, do 1 rep of my max one arm row, I can be fine. But if I take too much caffeine, if I don't sleep properly, if I get low quality sleep, if I eat any junk food whatsoever, I get chest pains. If I go out and get some McDonald's or Burger King, chest pains. So I have to eat a perfectly healthy diet. I often need to fast sometimes to help with the heart disease now. It's because it's getting worse. And there is hope. There is hope. Stem cell therapy has the potential to reverse heart disease. There have been studies done there where they actually were able to cure people of their heart disease. And this is from CNN. Studies show that stem cell therapy can reverse heart disease. The results were striking. Not only did scar tissue retreat, shrinking 40% in Ken Mills' study, and between 30% and 47% in other test subjects, but the patients, not Ken Mills' study, in Ken Mills, a particular patient, I'm sorry. The results were striking. Not only did scar tissue retreat, shrinking 40% in Ken Mills and between 30% and 47% in other test subjects, but the patients actually generated new heart tissue. On average, the stem cell recipients grew the equivalent of 600 million new heart cells, according to Marbin, who used MRI imaging to measure changes. By way of perspective, a major heart attack might kill off 1 billion cells. This is unprecedented, the first time anyone has ever grown living heart muscle, says Marbin. No one else has demonstrated that. It's very gratifying, especially when the conventional teaching has been that heart damage is irreversible. You cannot the traditional conventional understanding is that heart damage is irreversible. Perhaps even more importantly, no treated patient in either study suffered a significant health setback. The twin findings are a boost to the notion that the heart contains the seeds of its own rebirth. For years, doctors believed that heart cells, once destroyed, were gone forever. But in a series of experiments, including researchers, researchers, including Bali's collaborator, Dr. Piero Anversa, found that the heart contains a type of stem cell that can develop into either heart muscle, or blood vessel components. In essence, whatever the heart requires at a particular point in time. The problem for patients like Mike Jones or Ken Mills is there simply aren't enough of these repair cells waiting around. The experimental treatments involving removing stem cells through a biopsy and making millions of copies in a laboratory. The experimental treatments involved removing stem cells through a biopsy and making millions of copies in a laboratory. That's called cultivating the stem cells. They always do that. The Bali/Anversa group and Marvin's team both used so they solved that problem by taking out the stem cells and making millions of copies of the stem cells and then re-injecting them into the heart. The Bali/Inversa group and Marvin's team both used cardiac stem cells, but Bali and Inversa quote unquote purified the CSCs so that more than 9% of the infusion was actual stem cells. Marvin, on the other hand, used a mixture of stem cells and other types of cells extracted from the patient's heart. We found that the mixture is more potent than any subtype we've been able to isolate, he says. He says the additional cells may help by providing a supportive environment for the stem cells to multiply. Other scientists, including Dr. Douglas Losardo, have produced improvements in cardiac patients using stem cells derived from bone marrow. The body contains cells that seem to be pre-programmed for repair, explains Losardo. The consistent thing about all these approaches is that they're leveraging what seems to be the body's own repair mechanisms. Losardo praised the Lancet paper and recalls the skepticism that met Dr. Inversa's initial claims a decade ago that there were stem cells in the adult heart. Some scientists are always resistant to that type of novelty. You know the saying, first they ignore you, then they attack you, and finally they imitate you. Okay, so when Inversa first did a study and believed that there were stem cells in adult human hearts that you could use to reverse heart damage, it was met with a lot of skepticism. And right now, there seems to be a lot of promising research being done showing that you can reverse heart disease with stem cells derived either from the patient's heart or even from their own bone marrow. So you don't have to do a biopsy with the heart to get the stem cell, so you can just get it from bone marrow, which is far simpler. You can just inject something into like the leg and then get the bone marrow out, then take that and cultivate the stem cells, making hundreds of millions of copies of the stem cells, re-inject them in the body, and thus repairing anything within the body. Like if you use intravenous stem cell therapy, it'll look for anything damaged within the body, whether it's your kidney, your liver, your lungs, your heart. The stem cells help reverse damage in any organ. It's actually a miraculous advancement in medical science that is not being discussed like it should. This is something that we should be putting trillions of dollars of research into, because this could save billions of people's lives, because billions of people will die of heart disease. This could extend the human life up to 160, 170, 180. If you could keep the heart healthy for another, and reverse any damage that results from just over time or any sort of, any sort of damage like that caused by serotonin syndrome, it will be revolutionary in terms of radical life extension, and it could save people like me, young people like me who have heart conditions, from an early death. So I want to interview a medical doctor who specializes in this, and I'm going to start reaching out to medical doctors who specialize in cardiology and ask to do a podcast with them about the current literature regarding stem cell therapy and heart disease, explain my situation to them, and try to put out more information regarding the possibility of curing heart disease. I'm going to do that until I die. I may not be successful, but I will help start the conversation about curing heart disease. We now have the ability to cure heart disease. It's there. The method needs to be perfected. We need to do more research, and we need to figure out how. We already have thousands of stem cell clinics throughout the United States. If the methodology is perfected and taught to thousands of doctors throughout the United States, then everyone will want stem cell therapy, because even if you don't have any particular disorder, it'll help with your overall health enormously. It might lower your biological age by 7 or 8 years, because it will find damaged tissues throughout your body and repair them. And what happens to your face over time? Why does your skin look different? And why do you look older? Well, your skin cells start to get damaged. You could use stem cell therapy for your skin, and it would help repair damage, to your body's skin cells, and help you look younger as well. Even intravenously, it would help lower your biological age and decrease the amount of damage throughout the body. I mean, there's a lot of people who are into radical life extension. I don't know why. I know why. There's only 5 corporations in the United States, and they control 90% of all media. They control all the news stations, including your local news channel, Fox 7, whatever. They control all the newspapers, even the small county newspapers. Like people like the owner of Amazon has bought like thousands of different newspapers throughout the United States in order to gain control over the media. The media is controlled by a group of very powerful people. It's called the power elite theory of sociology. If you've ever taken an introductory course of sociology, you'll be familiar with the power elite theory of power distribution. In sociology, you study, okay, where is power distributed throughout our country, throughout other countries, and how has it been distributed throughout history. My own study of the issue shows that there are very powerful people who are very driven to have as much power as possible, love power. They get a high from dominating other people, and those people that are addicted to power, sociopaths with very high IQs, tend to obtain the most power. That's what we saw in the 20th century with hundreds of millions of people going to concentration camps and dying, not just Nazi Germany, but uh, not Stalinist, but Soviet Russia under Stalin, and Maoist China. Maoist China, 60 to 100 million people died, and it's barely taught about in our history classes. You know, very few people are familiar with the Great Leap Forward and the crimes that Mao committed, and the tens of, even perhaps 100 million people that he killed. The estimates are anywhere between 30, 60 to 100 million people slaughtered by the Maoist regime in China. And what happened in Russia, if you read the Gulag Archipelago, you know that the concentration camps in Russia, for those who disagreed with those in power or who were in any way considered tainted by the West, were tortured till they died. I mean, we focus so much on Nazi Germany, but it wasn't just Nazi Germany. It was all over the world. And we still have concentration camps to this day in China. There's millions of Muslims in concentration camps in China, and nobody talks about it because the media is very important for people in power to control the media, because then they control the narrative. They control what people think, feel, and vote politically. And they want the people they want in office. So they choose who's going to be elected president, and they control the news. They control entertainment. They control the music industry. They control, you know, social media. They use algorithms to predict voting behavior, and they basically are steering the ship in our country. The people with the most power, the power elite. But if we had more of a free press, things like the fact that we can now cure heart disease would probably be a topic of more popular discussion. Journalists would cover it more. It would be on TV. There would be documentaries about it. Can we cure heart disease? So on and so forth. But the news is set up to keep people infighting about stupid things like transgender bathrooms and kids' lemonade stands getting taken down and stuff like that. Silly little issues that are insignificant, and like pronouns and stuff like that. It's like fighting over the dumbest little things. Meanwhile, we're not paying attention to foreign policy, financial policy. We're not paying attention to the fact that the Republicans and the Democrats at the top are both the same people. And there's until we get honest, legitimate human beings that aren't corrupt into office, at least at the state level, we're pretty screwed. And if we don't start having a lot of independent media, a lot of young men start their own. If we don't have a lot of young men start their own independent media operations like Steven Crowder did, and start providing their own perspective by doing their own research into various different issues, if we don't see a revolution in that way, things are going to get really, really bad. That's all I can say. Regardless, I'm just ranting. It's like the things I want to tell people before I die. I don't know. It's like I need to plan these videos out. I need to use bullet points and just cover what's on the bullet points instead of just going off the cuff, because I just explore different topics, and I need to explain one issue at a time, and if I want to tell a story, I need a beginning, a middle, and end. I need a way to focus on specific issues and have a mission for what I'm trying to communicate, what I want the person to feel afterwards. I want them to feel hope or determination. I want to have a call to action. I need to learn how to communicate better. I need to learn how to write speeches. I need to learn how to use bullet points and have them ready, and then learn how to be a better speaker. I need to learn how to speak with a voice of authority. I need to learn how to lead. And if I can't learn how to communicate properly, make a proper video, plan it out beforehand, determine what subjects I'm going to talk about, and how I'm going to make transitions between different topics and explain how they interrelate. If I can't do that and become an effective speaker, then I will not succeed in life. If I am the more effective you are at communicating, like the more you study, the better writer you are in general, the better communicator you are. Like if you write an essay about something, it's very easy to then, make a video about it, because you just discuss what you wrote about in the essay, and already has a beginning, middle, and end, and you already thought through how to arrange everything in order, the topics you're going to discuss, and the pacing, and so on and so forth, and how you're going to end it, and so on, and which quotes you're going to use, that are relevant and insightful, and so on and so forth. I have to start doing that in the future. It will make it such that the videos will take much longer to produce, but it's well worth it if I want to become a more effective communicator and relay the knowledge that I have and become very popular on BitChute, YouTube, iTunes, on TikTok, and all the other different social media platforms. If I want to have an impact, if I want to share knowledge with people, if I want my podcast to be popular, if I want to get the stem cell therapy done, if I want to live, if I want to not die a slow, painful death, I have to get my shit together. I need to start taking life a lot more seriously. I do not want to die. I don't want to die. I love life. Having this heart disease has made me so much more grateful. Just all I want in life, like even if I don't reach my potential, if I just have a job and my health, I'm happy. If I can just be out on a warm summer day working and, being valued as an employee, I'm happy. Like I've learned to have gratitude for life, and if I do die, it's okay. Because I've learned that you can only do as much as you can do, but I know I need to do more. At the same time, I want to be okay and die gracefully if I'm going to die, but at the same time, I want to fight. I want to fight. I want to have the emotional drive to say, no, I'm not going to die. Because if I want the greatest chance at not dying, I can't just be like, all right, I'm going to die. I can't help it, whatever. I'll try, but it probably won't work. I can't have that mindset. I have to have the mindset of I'm going to fix this heart issue, and I'm going to live to at least the age of 90 with my health. Because I know so much about biohacking. I know so much about functional medicine. I've learned so much. I have so much knowledge. I have so much wisdom to share with the world. I just need to learn how to communicate more effectively. And if I can do that, then I can become a leader. Then I can enlighten minds with knowledge that can shape the world for the better. I can inspire young men and women to pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. I can fight those who utilize power to make people weaker and dumber and more shallow and vapid. That has created a system that keeps in place an educational system. No, it doesn't keep in place, but it even exacerbates an education system that was designed to create factory workers that were obedient and did not question authority. Think about it. The schools are developed to make you into obedient, unthinking cogs in a machine. You do not question the textbook. You do not question the teacher. You do not come to your own conclusions. You don't study opposing viewpoints and then look at the logical validity of the different arguments and then come to your own conclusion. It's not an inquiry-based model of education. It's a didactic. Didactic is model of teaching is when the teacher just tells you what is true and you just memorize that information, and then regurgitate it. You just repeat it like a parrot. Like The Revolutionary War was in 1776. Revolutionary War was in 1776. You know, FDR saved us from the Great Depression. FDR saved us from the Great Depression. No questions, no debate. Like Vietnam War, blah blah. Blah, you know, like even if I agree with much of what they are teaching, that like the fact that they don't have an inquiry-based model education where you learn to think for yourself and have critical thinking skills, like you do on a debate team or in a pre-law, not pre-law, on a mock trial team, that's where you can learn critical thinking skills. If your child, if you want your child to have critical thinking skills, he needs to join it. He or she needs to participate in a debate team because that will teach them how to make an argument, how to make a strong argument, how to realize, how to identify logical fallacies in other people's arguments, how to identify logical fallacies in their own arguments, learn how to evaluate evidence, learn how to differentiate between the truth and propaganda, false propaganda. Of course, propaganda, there can be good propaganda that is true, you know, but most propaganda is black propaganda, which puts out misinformation in order to simply control the masses, or creates a paradigm where you think in a very shallow level about something and don't ever try to understand anything more deeply than what's at the surface level. Regardless, this is just sort of me saying what I want to say before I die. But I'm also saying what I'm going to do from now on. I am going to do everything in my power to live. I'm going to get stem cell therapy. I'm going to talk to experts in the field. I will talk to them. I will do podcasts with them. I will learn what the current literature suggests. I will learn where I can get stem cell therapy done intravenously, what my best chances are, how to best manage my heart disease even more effectively from functional and integrative medicine doctors who are at the forefront of medical knowledge and scientific knowledge. I will have an impact on this world before I die. I will. So I guess that's the end there, but I need to find the will and the drive to do what I need to do to succeed. I need to find that drive within me. I need to find that drive within me and put everything I have online and just do what I know I need to do. Like Jordan Peterson said, just for a year, just try doing what you need to do, and just do it. Just do it and push through it. So I suppose what I'll do is I'll make this video and I'll keep a video diary of each day saying whether I'll mark each day as either a win or a loss. And I'll rate it on a scale of 1 out of 10. And then I'll review the day prior with each video. Yesterday, I will say, was a 6 out of 10. And I'll count it as a loss because I came home, I attended to my chores when I was tired, but I lied down and watched anime and Netflix for like 4 hours instead of listening to podcasts that were informational and educational, or otherwise utilizing my time more effectively. When I'm tired and need to lie down, I need to listen and watch things that will help me better understand the world, and I also need to find time outside of work to work on my speaking skills, study speaking, study how to give great speeches, study how to be a great orator, and learn how to make great YouTube videos. I just bought a new mic that I'm going to hook up and try out later to improve the sound quality. I'm going to have an impact on this world. And I hope people watch this if I die, I hope people watch this. And I will do lectures once a week on different topics, as well as interviewing different people. And that way I can leave my mark on this world, regardless of whether I win or lose this game of trying to reverse my heart disease. All right, so I suppose that's it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my life planner together. I'm going to tend to my responsibilities. I'm going to get things done. And tomorrow I'll report back on whether the day was a win or a loss. Did I utilize self-discipline to be productive? And to improve my life, did I get much together? Did I stay on top of my schedule? Did I stay on top of my calendar? Did I keep my room clean and organized? Did I stay on top of things? Did I do the things I needed to do? Was I productive, or was I lazy? And did I give up? I'm going to be productive, and I'm going to do the things I know I need to do. And I'm going to talk to experts in the field of cardiology. And so I'll send out emails maybe tomorrow, but right now I have a lot of things I have to attend to in terms of getting my life planner together so I can better manage my life. You need a damn schedule to have a successful life. And it's not a damn prison. You use a schedule to plan out your ideal day. If you could have an ideal day, a day where you did the things you needed to do and also included time for creative projects and things that you enjoy and relaxation in a healthy way, like an Epsom salt bath or playing guitar or spending time with friends, what would that look like? Then you schedule that, and then you make that happen. And you're not going to be good at the beginning, because in the beginning, you're not going to utilize your schedule effectively. I did in the past, before I got into a relationship. I was on top of my life planner, and I was utilizing it correctly, and I was on top of things. Now I have to rebuild my life planner, print out a new one every single day, and improve it over time so that I always am organized and on top of things. And I'm going to get there again. I was there before. I'm going to get there again. And I'm going to make a great deal of money. I'm going to have high quality podcasts where I talk to geniuses all across the globe. I'm going to go to Mensa gatherings to talk to other people with very high IQs, and find a good group of friends, people that want to have intellectually stimulating discussions on a regular basis and who share common interests and passions as I do, and also strive for self-actualization, who actually want to live up to their full potential and achieve greatness in their lives, and are willing to sacrifice the present for the future every single day and work hard towards a brighter future for themselves and for their loved ones. That's the type of people I want to surround myself with. Right now, it's difficult because I'm not surrounded by the type of people that I need to be surrounded by in order to live up to my full potential. I need to be surrounded by people who have drive, who are intelligent, who are pursuing self-actualization and inspire me. Right now, I don't have that group of friends that I need, but I will develop that group of friends. I will improve my relationships with my family members. I will learn more about stem cell therapy. I will study cardiology in depth, and I will figure out how to live a long, healthy life and have a positive impact on the world. I want to teach people how to do their own research into supplements and use supplements in a safe and effective way to improve the quality of their lives. Because supplements right now are helping to save my life. If it wasn't for beetroot powder and for ginkgo biloba and for NSI Synergy and krill oil and a lot of the supplements I take right now, I would be disabled. I would not be able to get out of bed. I would be completely incapacitated if it weren't for many of the supplements I take today that are safe and effective. Supplements got me in this mess, and now supplements are helping me get out of this mess. Thank God for their availability. But I really think 5-HTP the manufacturers need to be more responsible and put a warning label on every bottle of 5-HTP saying, do not take with any SSRI or SARI, may cause heart disease or death when mixed with serotonin drugs or tramadol. Jesus Christ, I can't run a mile without fucking chest pains, and I may die in 5 years because of a stupid fucking supplement. What a stupid way to fucking die. And a slow, painful fucking way to die. Jesus Christ. It's not right. It's not right, and there's a lot of resentment built up about it. I can't believe that people sold that supplement knowing that it could cause harm, and they didn't put the proper warning labels on there. And I can't believe I didn't do my proper research and realize taking a supplement, I didn't know that things like this could happen. But I want to warn other people, do your research into your supplements. Make sure that they don't naively interact with any other supplement or with any prescriptions that you're taking. If you're taking prescription medications, they are highly likely to interact with a lot of different supplements. You don't want to take any drugs. If I never took any pharmaceutical medications, I could have taken 5-HTP with even with St. John's wort, and I probably wouldn't have gotten much serotonin syndrome or any at all, really. You know, but drugs are highly dangerous. You know, you mix the wrong thing with the wrong drug, and you're fucking dead, or your lifespan is cut in half or in 1/3. So, do your research into your supplements and strive for greatness. Learn about the world. Read books. Be passionate, and develop your ideal life. Develop a vision for your ideal life and live it. Don't just be happy with the status quo. Strive to be more grateful. Strive to be more happy for the things that you do. Strive to enjoy what you have right now and feel gratitude for the things that you are going to accomplish now, knowing that you will accomplish them. Be confident that you will accomplish the things that you set out to accomplish. I know I'm going to accomplish being productive today. I know it. I have decided I will not let anything get in the way of me being productive today and getting done what I need to get done. I will be productive, and I will start changing my life around. And I will get on top of shit. I will be healthy as possible, and I'm going to make this work. And it's a lot of suffering, and it's hard. And I want to release, I want to do videos where I just let out my emotions, and because I'm usually stoic, but there's emotions that I need to let out cathartically in order to be more driven to do the things I need to do. There's things I need to say to family members and to friends. There's certain discussions I need to have in order to bring out what I need from myself, bring out the drive to do what needs to be done. I need self-discipline. I need a vision. I need to fucking enact that vision. I need to be fucking serious about this. Every day of my life counts. Every day is valuable. Every day is a fucking blessing. Make the most out of it. Do something with your life, you fucking asshole. I'm talking to myself here. Ben. Fucking fast for the next 3 days. Don't eat. Don't watch TV shows. Don't watch anime. Don't watch movies. Watch things that make you more intelligent. Learn how to be a better orator. Learn how to be more effective as a human being. Learn how to be a better employee. Learn more skills. Get into the marketing industry. Read books about marketing late at night until you go to bed. Read books about social media marketing. Go to the library. Get the books you need. Get the knowledge you need. Read at night. Don't watch TV. Read, and write. Read and write and do the things you need to do and get your fucking chores done. Do your fucking laundry. Keep your room clean. Be fucking organized. Be a fucking adult. You fucking asshole. Stop fucking around. You have so much to contribute to this fucking world. So much to contribute. You can make this world 1,000 times a better place if you could help catalyze a paradigm shift in education. If you could become a thought leader like Jordan Peterson or Joe Rogan. If you could become influential and inspire people to live up to their potential and to not give up, even in the face of tremendous odds, even in the face of suffering, and where you lack the resources you need to do it easily, even when you don't have the emotional resources like good friends and family members that cheer you on and give you words of encouragement and help you enact your vision and are on your side, just believing in you and telling you good job every single day. You do a good job, and talking about, asking you about how you've been doing, if you've been living up to your potential, if you've been doing right by yourself and by God and by the people that love you. I need to find the right people in my life, and I need to communicate with them, and I need to take life more seriously and enjoy it more, but also get more done. I need to get more done. I need to be productive. I need to be on top of my life planner. I need to stop fucking around. No more anime, no more Netflix, no more fucking bullshit crap. And when I say I'm going to fast, I'm going to fast. So I'm going to fast tonight. I'm not going to eat any fucking food. I'm going to fast for 3 days. Because fasting helps with my heart disease, and it's restorative and regenerative and has healing elements to it. Fasting is very good for healing. and it'll help me be more articulate tomorrow and the next day and the next day. I'll make a video every single fucking day, maybe for an hour long. Fuck it. How about every single day I make a 50+ minute long video and just get all this shit out, and just do an update every single day where I talk about what I've been doing, if I'm moving towards my target or not. And then as I become more productive, I'll lessen the time of the video when I have less things I need to talk about. But right now, I'm going to read this full fucking article. So every single day I'll upload a 50+ minute long video showing that how, what will I name it? The attempt to live, I don't know. I don't know what to call this video series I'm going to make every day. I was doing biohacking updates, but I mean, it's more than biohacking. It's a fight for my life. I don't know what to call this video series, but I think it's a good idea. Sitting down every day for an hour to have a serious discussion about serious issues. Hopefully, I'll be able to sit down with other people in the future and have guests. But in the meantime, like Joe Rogan did in his early podcast, and like Bill Burr does all the time, I'll just do podcasts where I just talk myself and talk about the things that are on my mind, like I would talk to a therapist. I'm going to do intensive therapy every single day, and my intensive therapy will be making an hour-long video every single day where I talk about the things that are on my mind, where I read articles that are relevant to me, where I might just make a video where I'm just reading, but I'm going to upload an hour-long video every single day, and I'm going to document my progress towards getting stem cell therapy, reversing my heart disease, getting into marketing, catalyzing a paradigm shift in education. And I'm going to make videos about the inquiry-based model learning again. I have a video about that I'll link to in this video about the inquiry-based learning model, and I'll make videos. In the future, and I will make videos not just off the cuff, but I'll make prepared videos that are high quality where I plan out what I'm going to say. I talk about a specific topic. There's a beginning, a middle, and end. I'll begin by writing an essay or a blog, and I'll put that on my website. I'm going to have my website. I'm going to put it on my LinkedIn, and the website will connect to all my media. And I will have podcasts with authors of books about marketing. I'll have podcasts with doctors who specialize in stem cell therapy and cardiology. I'm going to have... I already had like a 5-hour discussion with a PhD from Germany and a 2-hour discussion with a tech entrepreneur from India with an IQ over 140, and just understanding the difficulties often faced by people with high IQs. It's very difficult because to find other people that share both your passions and your level of general intelligence, it becomes increasingly difficult. If you're like 1 in 100 or 1 in 1,000, then you have to find that other person that is 1 in 1,000 that is within your age range and also shares similar passions and interests as you do. And you can do that online, but having friends online is not the same thing as having a friend you can invite over to talk to face to face. It's very different. I want to be able to invite friends over of high quality to spend time with me. I don't get lonely, but surrounding myself with people that have goals and who have ambition and who have drive and who inspire me. That's what I want to do. And I can find this type of people at Mensa gatherings. So I need to get my shit together. I need to go get a new IQ test done because I can't find my old one from 7th grade where I had an IQ of 131 or 132, whatever the case may be. And I was reading writing at a college level in 7th grade. I had that IQ test results, but I've lost them because I was unorganized for decades. I want to be organized for the rest of my life. I want to be organized. I want to be known as being highly organized. The opposite of what it was. Because I used to have a lot of social anxiety. Now I have no social anxiety. I used to be depressed. Now I never get depressed. So how about from now on, I'm going to be hyper organized. I've been unorganized my entire life because of my ADHD. I don't want to be unorganized anymore. I want to be known as hyper organized. I want to always know where things are. I want to be on top of things. I want to be orderly. I want to be high in conscientiousness, which includes orderliness and industriousness. And industriousness is being hardworking, and it's highly related to orderliness, which is wanting to keep things organized. They both fall under the same personality trait known as conscientiousness. So those two things are intertwined, your orderliness and your industriousness. So the more organized you are, the more likely you are to be productive. The more productive you are, the more likely you are to be organized. So if you want to increase your industriousness, be more organized. If you want to be more organized, if you want to be more productive, be more organized, or vice versa. So, yeah. So making these videos every single day will allow me to think out loud about the things that are important to me. Allow me to leave a lot of content available online in the case of any sort of failure on my part to live up to my potential and to live past the age of 35. And just force myself to be honest with myself every single day. Am I happy with my productivity over the last week? No. Have I been self-disciplined over the last week? No. Have I done the things I need to do when I need to do them over the past week? No. Have I been slothful? Yes. Have I been a piece of shit? Yes. Have I wasted valuable time and resources? Yes. Have I been taking full advantage of all the opportunities available to me? No. Have I been willing to sacrifice being uncomfortable? Have I been willing to sacrifice being comfortable to be productive? Am I willing to be uncomfortable in order to get things done? Have I been willing to do that? No. If I'm tired, yesterday I just started being able to do things when I'm tired, but then when I was too tired, I gave up, even though it was all just in my head, you know? If I was able to take caffeine, I would have had the energy to get it done. It wouldn't have been a problem. I could have kept doing things. I just chose not to because I was too tired. I don't give a shit if I'm too tired. At night, I do not want to watch anime or TV shows or movies. I want to read books about marketing, about cardiology, about things that will improve the quality. I want to do things at night that will improve the quality of my life. So I need to go to the library. I need to get the books that I need that will help enlighten me. And I need to read books at night. I need to write at night. I need to do things. If I have to lie down at night, at least let me read books like I used to. I used to read a new book every single fucking week. I want to get back to that. I don't want to watch 40 episodes of fucking anime a fucking week, or 50 episodes, or 60 episodes of anime a week. It's ridiculous the amount of time I spend watching anime and sometimes Netflix. Ridiculous. A complete waste of my life. Just throwing away hours of time that could have been spent making me more knowledgeable about marketing so I could get a job in the marketing industry as a creative and make, $60,000 a year, then $100,000 a year, then $250,000 a year, and then make my own marketing agency and make millions of dollars a year. As someone who's highly creative and knows how to make marketing campaigns that could help make any supplement or functional medicine therapy 1,000 times more popular by creating viral videos, because that is what I will learn to do. I will learn how to create viral videos. I will study the nature of viral videos. I will study YouTube. I'll study social media marketing, and I'll become an expert at it. So this is going to chronologue hopefully this will be a chronology of me going from being an absolute loser to being successful. And we'll commit to, let's say, at least half an hour every day, but preferably an hour every single day of talking through things with myself, being honest with myself, being honest about how I feel, but how I did yesterday. Yesterday, I was a fucking idiot. I didn't get things ready for the morning. I laid down too early. I wasted time watching anime when I should have been reading books. It's like, what the fuck? Yesterday was a fucking failure. And I'm still fucking vaping. It's like, what the fuck? And I can't pick up nicotine patches till Monday, but... I have a heart condition, but I still fucking vape. Like, what the fuck? Now I'm looking for my fucking vape. I can't even fucking find it because I'm disorganized and a fucking idiot. Can I stop being such a fucking failure? Can I stop being such a fucking failure? Ben, get your shit together. Stop being a fucking loser. Stop hanging out with fucking losers. Get on top of your shit. Like, this world is your oyster. Like, all you gotta do is just live life correctly. If only you were surrounded by the right type of people to show you how to live the right type of life. You just surround yourself with the wrong type of people and you do the wrong type of things. It's not normal to spend fucking 20, 30, 40 hours a week watching TV shows or movies. I know it's normal in America today, but it's not normal for, in terms of the existence of human beings for millions of years there were not TV shows and movies. People would tell stories to each other around the campfire, and people that were great orators and could tell a great story were highly valued. And thus people became expert orators, and people could speak more fluently, and our vocabulary was richer, and people were, when they became wealthier, there was this period of time of prosperity in the United States where we were doing so well during the 20th century. There were times we were doing very, very well and making progress in numerous different areas with the civil rights movement and with the middle class being created thanks to the Industrial Revolution. Beautiful things happened, and there were ugly things that happened, like the planned wars of World War I and World War II that were completely unnecessary and were planned ahead of time by those in power in order to better consolidate power globally through global governance. But that's something I'll have to discuss in a future video with, a whole bibliography. I'll have to write about these issues, about the power theory of sociology. I have to write about the inquiry-based model of learning again in the future. I want to be creative in my free time. I don't want to waste my free time. I want to be smarter. I want to be able to make better videos. I want to make videos that get hundreds of thousands of views and then millions of views. I want to study those who make great videos and see how they produce their videos. I want to read books about producing great YouTube content. I want to read about how to be a great orator, how to be a better speaker, how to write a great speech. I want to learn to be an even better writer than I am, even though I'm a highly talented writer already who won $8,000 in an essay scholarship contest. And I only ever applied for one scholarship ever, in terms of an essay contest, and I won it. And I won $8,000. There was first, second, and third place. I won first place. I'm a very, very, very talented writer. I was reading and writing at a college level in 7th grade. By college, I was reading and writing at a level similar to that of most PhDs at a postdoctoral level. Highly advanced. I can write amazing, beautiful, beautiful articles. But I want to be an even better writer. And I want to be a better speaker. I want to be a great orator. I want to make these videos too so that I practice speaking and articulating myself. And I want to see how I improve my ability to speak deeply and see different rhythms of speech and how they feel and how they look when I go back and watch these videos. Am I communicating in a way that I would like to listen to this content? I'll upload the audio to iTunes as well. It's something I have to do. I have to upload audio content to iTunes. The podcast, most of them are going to be listened to on iTunes. So I have to create an iTunes. I have to create an iTunes channel, whatever it is. I have to learn more about social media. I have to read and and read about the things I need to know, and read about valuable things that can help me become successful. All right, so it's time to begin my new life, and I will begin my new life today. I'm not gonna fuck up anymore. When I do fuck up, I'll make a video about how I fucked up. But starting today, everything changes. I'm going to read at night. I'm not going to watch anime or TV shows or movies. I am giving up TV shows, movies, and all that other crap. Like Jordan Peterson said, if there's something you should stop doing, and you would stop doing, and you could stop doing, then stop doing it. Well, I don't want to watch TV shows and movies anymore at night. I want to read. I want to read great books. I want to read at least a book a week, if not 2 books a week. I want to become more intelligent, more informed, more articulate. I want to become a better communicator. I want to live up to my potential and stop fucking around in this life. I don't know what's after this life, but I know I only get one chance in this universe, this dimension, whatever the case may be. There may very well be an afterlife. But I know that if there is an afterlife, the results of what you've produced in this life will most certainly affect the quality of your afterlife. So I can't just like die and think, oh well, this life sucked, but my whatever's after this will probably be better. So I'm just gonna go ahead and die. No, I was put here for a purpose. You know, maybe this is a simulation. It very well could be. Nick Bostrom makes a very strong argument for the fact that this could be a computer simulation. And I haven't found a flaw in his argument, nor have I found any counter arguments that are very convincing. I mean, when you think about it, knowing what we know about technology currently and our ability to create simulations, in the future, will we be able to create simulations that are as real life, where one could not tell the difference between the simulation and real life? Yes, most certainly. Through brain-computer interfaces, where you connect the brain directly to a computer, and you can, put circuits within the brain and so on and so forth. You could go into a simulated world and live a whole simulated life. Perhaps I'm living in a post-singularity universe, and new life is created in simulations where the person has to go through trials and tribulations in order to develop character. Because if you don't go through trials and tribulations, you do not develop character. Those who have always had it easy and always been given the right answer and just glided through life without having any significant challenges, without ever being depressed, without ever having anxiety, without ever seeing the darkness that life can be and never being consumed by the darkness, they can never really be grateful for the light. So it is a blessing that I was depressed in the past and that I was suicidal. It was a blessing that I felt so much social anxiety. It was a blessing that I've been through so much shit and that I have to be perfect right now in order to succeed in life and to achieve what I need to achieve. It's a blessing that I just can't take Adderall and then boom, have all the motivation and energy I need to get everything done without having to push myself to do it. It's a blessing. It is. Yes, it would be much easier without heart disease. But I think in order for me to truly appreciate life, I need this challenge. I need to overcome it. And then I need to tell other people, listen, if you have heart disease, it can be reversed. I reversed it. You can too. You don't need to die. People that are valuable, like Jordan Peterson, maybe one day he'll have a heart condition. And then I'll interview him and say, go get stem cell therapy. It'll reverse your heart disease. Michaela will probably tell him. Hopefully. Well, Michaela didn't tell him to take Florinumab Paciflor chamomile instead of Xanax or benzodiazepine, any sort of benzodiazepine. Michaela should have known to tell her father not to go to a normal doctor. He should have went to a functional or integrated medical doctor. Mainstream medicine failed Jordan Peterson. It failed him. He had depression his entire life that he was able to cure by changing his diet, which he didn't think was possible because mainstream medicine tells you that diet has nothing to do with depression. And mainstream medicine completely failed his daughter and almost murdered his daughter. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. And then she does real research and finds that the functional and integrated medical doctors are the only ones that know anything. So why didn't Michaela tell her father, listen, don't see a normal general practitioner. See a functional or integrative medical doctor to help deal with your anxiety and depression in the wake of mom's cancer. Why didn't she tell him not to trust mainstream medical doctors who only know drugs and surgery? You want a doctor who knows not just drugs and surgery. He needs to know drugs. He needs to know surgery. He also needs to know about supplements. He needs to know about nutrition. He needs to know about how to establish psychological well-being through valuable relationships, through close bonding, through trust. Like, mainstream medical doctors only have 2 tools in their toolkit. that they really know how to use: drugs and surgery. Functional and integrative medical doctors have a vast toolkit. They can use supplements, they can use dietary changes, they can do lifestyle changes. They know how to motivate people to exercise, to improve their sleep quality, to go to bed earlier, to stop eating junk food, to improving their relationship with their family members, to improve their relationship with their friends, to do the things that will help alleviate things like depression and anxiety without having to take a drug that's highly dangerous and give you fucking heart disease like trazodone. I needed to sleep. What did the doctor do? He gave me a dangerous drug, trazodone, SARI. Highly dangerous. Take too much of trazodone, you can die. It's essential nervous system depressant. It's essential nervous system depressant. If I ate my entire bottle of trazodone, I could kill myself. It's, and yeah, the proper dose is great. It helps with hardcore insomnia, and you get actual quality sleep, and it's not addictive. But why didn't he suggest things like valerian limbaum, pasiflor, chamomile that later found, and like, CES therapy with the alpha stim and things like that, which I reviewed in other videos. I'll have used for that. Those forms of alternative medicine here, and things like, rational motive behavioral therapy, other things to work on first before turning to a drug. Like, if someone comes to you with depression, anxiety, or insomnia, there are so many things like the alpha stim that are more effective than taking a pill. The alpha stim works better than most fucking prescription medications, and yet most doctors don't know that. CES therapy, cranial electrotherapy stimulation. Look it up. If someone has depression, like it cured my friend Joe Balcarce's depression, to help cure my depression, the alpha stim, just by changing my wavelength in my brain to the alpha wavelength, which is relaxed but focused. And I just put two little things on my ears, and it sent electrical current through my cranium, and helped change my brain wave pattern to an alpha wave, and thereby allowed me to relax and help cure my anxiety and depression. That technology exists, and there are no known adverse side effects besides like dizziness. If you like turn it up to 100, because you can control how powerful it is. 0.5, 1.5, and 100 is used for pain. You can actually use the device also as a electrotherapy stimulator for muscle and nerve pain. But I'll link to the information about the alpha stim in the description of this video, and to the article from CNN about stem cell therapy reversing heart disease, and anything else I talked about. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below.